I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up
with the New York Giants. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from FedEx Field.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
A run here for J.D. McKissic.
Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On play action, Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On second down now, it's Gibson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Jones. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Fitzpatrick now. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing Fitzpatrick. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And now the rookie's free. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. DeAndre Carter returning it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Keon Crossen.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Gano for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here's Carter now on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A huge play there for Washington. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second down and goal. Fitzpatrick escaping and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because...
And this is going to be intercepted.
Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Giants are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
On second and 11 now. Jones. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they're going to have a third down.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones going deep downfield for Ross. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And Fitzpatrick's throw taken in by Samuel. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Giants are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. John Ross in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gano now to add the extra point. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll set them back 5. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Here's Carter now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can do.
And Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Jones now on first down.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
26 minutes. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
26 mark, 26 mark. Go. Go. Grab him, 60. 26 mark, 26 mark. You ain't got nothing. You 70 lying. Ready to work.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Gano for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Giants 28, Washington nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Eluding the pressure right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. First down, Fitzpatrick. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Keon Crossan. There he goes left side. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will extend this big lead.
Washington